My parents always said, Nick, you don't know what you can achieve until you try it. And the doctors looked at me and said, he's not going to walk. He's not going to go to school. He's not going to do anything in his life. And then my parents, they just loved me like crazy and said, you have got to try. Try this, try that, try this, try that. And I'm thinking sometimes, like mom and dad, you are crazy. I have no arms and no legs. How would I ever be able to do this or to do that? But they encourage me and they love me. And as a human being, we are waiting for stuff like that. We all want love. Everybody said, love, very good. We all want love. I went to school and I wanted to be cool. You go to school and you want to be accepted. So you see these guys and you are like, oh man, everyone swears like every third sentence. F this, F that, F and this, and FF. Like what? They think they are cool. And also I am thinking maybe I need to be like them to be cool. And then you compare each other with how we look, and I wish I was smarter. I wish I was taller. I wish I was shorter. I wish I was more popular. I wish I did this. I wish I didn't have that. I wish my life was different. That was me. When I was about 8 years old, I looked at myself and I looked at everybody else, and everyone else had more than me. And I am asking why? Why me? Have you ever asked the why me questions but get nowhere? But 12 people tease me one day, and I can put a pretty brave face on but cry on the inside. For real. Oh, it doesn't hurt. Yeah, it hurts. There was this one bully. I became his target for 3 weeks, and every time I would go by him. I was 13, he was 17. I was in my chair. I am only 4'9" in my other chair, my old chair. He's like 6 something, so he is huge, right? So I'm looking up at him, and every time I would go by him, he is like, hey, there's Nick. He has no. And you can imagine what he said. And I'm like, what's his problem, man? So I would try to avoid him. And I was so embarrassed because he would say it really loud and everybody would be looking and some would be laughing. I'm like, what is this guy's problem, man? So one day after 3 weeks, I went up to him and I said, hey. He's like, hey. And I said, can you please stop it? He said, stop what? I said, stop teasing me. He said, what are you talking about? I said, every time I walk by you, say that stuff. He's like, what stuff? He didn't know how to take me on. So I am looking up at him and said, no man, every time I walk by, you say exactly this. And I want you to stop. I forgive you, but stop it. He's like, oh, it's not hurting you. Now I could have said, no. Or I could have said, yeah. It takes a level of humility to actually say, I don't like that. It's killing me. And I said, yeah, it's hurting me. He said, alright, I'm sorry, man. I was just, playing around. I said, give me a hug. He said, what? I said, give me a hug. He's like, alright. So I gave him a hug. I am hugging a machine and made the Guinness Book of World Records. 1749 hugs in 1 year. We did it last year. My arms fell off. Alright. The scary thing about hugging so many people is that anyone can just pick me up and take me home. Like what I'm going to do. Like hit them or something. Pretty mean headbutt, right? I want you to know that you might be playing around. I can pretty much say that 98% of you have teased someone in your life. I tried to commit suicide because of people who thought they were having fun not knowing the hell that I was going through. The people you are teasing. What if the person you are teasing is the one who is trying to commit suicide, who hates their life because of you? You don't know. If the person you are teasing is the son or daughter of a drunk at home getting abused, and all they need is someone like you to keep on pushing them this way. We need hope, so find somewhere else to do. Find positive things in your own life. I don't care about how you look. I will never ever tease you. I could be tough. People thinking that bullying is tough. My wheelchair, this is tough. This thing, man, I will tell you something. You ready? You want to know what tough is? Go to the people you tease and say sorry. You want to know what tough is? Go up to the people who still tease you and say, hey, stop it. I forgive you. But please stop it. That's tough.